3-1 on our NHL props yesterday, guys. We are on a 35-8 run and a 5-0 sweep over in the KJK VIP NBA streets. I'm back with some more KJK VIP NHL player props for free on the channel for you here today, guys. Going to be breaking it down, giving you guys some more plays over on Betr. If you don't have this app, you need to get it as soon as possible because we've been greening out like crazy with the value they're offering over on Betr. They're going to match it all the way up to $200. I'm going to be giving you guys a full Betr KJK VIP slip again in this one. Breaking down the process, all that goes into every single play, right? Why am I pushing the buttons on these guys? Last night it was NBA. We just missed the NHL sweep, man. Unfortunately, Carlson shot one more on net with 2 minutes left in the game. If you were sweating my plays last night, you probably already know that. But we had a DMP. Apparently, Mr. Fiala has missed some team meetings, and the team is not happy with him. So he was scratched last second. But we just missed the 10x. Carlson, like I said, with 3 minutes left in that game, was at 2 shots on goal. Decided to go ahead and dump another puck on net, which was not what we wanted. But overall, the plays have been going fantastic. If you cannot tell, we are on a 35-8 run, guys. And I'll just reiterate. These are going to be actual plays that I'm playing, actual plays that I'm backing with my own money, actual plays that I'm sending over to my VIP, right? And we're looking to get some more results like we did yesterday in the NBA streets here, right? A nice 5 for 5. I got another 5-pick ticket for you, NHL. If you do not have the KJK VIP package, I'd love to have you guys join, guys. It is a phenomenal time to join. We have a ton of different sports going on. I'm giving you guys as many free plays as I can on the channel, but unfortunately, there's just some things that I can't do all the time, such as, react to NBA injury news. Some of the best plays in NBA specifically are going to be coming about an hour before tip-off and an hour after tip-off. So the VIP is where you're going to really be able to capture that value with me in the NBA streets. I've been really enjoying covering this NHL content because for the most part, I've been able to give my plays out in the NHL streets, and then you guys have actually been able to tail for free on the channel, which is making me happy. It's been a nice little addition to the channel, and obviously the results have been fantastic. So that's going to be linked down below. Top comment, guys. My deposit match will be linked down below. They'll match you up to $200 on Betr, and then some of these plays will apply to Prizepicks, Dylan Gwenther being one of them. Hopefully this play doesn't get taken off the Prizepicks board because it has some phenomenal value. We'll discuss shortly why it does. But another fantastic offer for you on Prizepicks. If you're not a Prizepicks user yet, when you play $5, you're going to get $50 instantly with that same promo code KJKDFS. I will once again have all my links pinned as the top comment, the VIP, the deposit bonuses, all that stuff. The discounts on some tools I'm going to discuss to make it nice and easy on you guys to get all those discounts, all those deals, all that fun stuff, and start cashing on these plays today, right, guys? So, yeah, first play I sent over to my VIP. Once again, sharing it with you guys here on the channel for free. It's going to be a 1-unit play, so we'll go ahead and discuss these plays right now. Let's get into the breakdown, right? Let's pull this bad boy up and talk about exactly why I like these plays. And let's get a 5-pick sweep tonight, man. Always going to be the goal, right? So we'll start things off with a play that's going to be available on both apps. That is going to be the Dylan Gwenther over 2.5 shots on goal. Phenomenal prop. Why do I like this one? Well, we can go ahead and break it down exactly why I like it. Talk about all that goes into my process, right? The same process that's been going in to these plays. We're seeing all the green on the screen. We want to be looking at as much market data as possible, guys, right? So if you're not familiar with these sports books, every single day set lines on every prop that you could possibly take in every sport, and they're going to charge a price for that prop, right? So as I'm refreshing here, Gwenther's becoming an even better prop on Prizepicks, guys. Pinnacle is known as the sharpest sportsbook in the world here, meaning they're the smartest sportsbook. They're charging minus 153 juice on the over 2.5 shots on goal here for Dylan Gwenther tonight, meaning if you were to log on to Pinnacle Sportsbook, you're going to have to risk $153 to win $100. There's millions of dollars dumped into these lines every single day, guys, right? So if they don't set these lines appropriately, they're going to go bankrupt. That's the easiest way to explain this to someone. Just think about it. Sports betting is a business, right? These books, they're a business. The way they stay in business is they charge the right money. They don't get ripped off by their customers. They don't have people logging in. If they had Dylan Gwenther's line set at 0.5, right, with like no juice. They weren't charging 153, and every day people could just log into their sports book and take the over 0.5. Everybody knew that he was going to get one shot or more on goal. They're going to go out of business, right? So that's just not how it works. It's not that easy, but we can use all this data to find the very best plays on these apps. A minus 135 on FanDuel, a very sharp sportsbook, smart sportsbook. You'd have to risk 135 to win 100. Minus 130 DraftKings, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different data points telling us the over 2.5 shots on goal is a good play using this tool over at Daily Grind. Another phenomenal tool that I'm using every single day for my research, right? And then if we go over to the better picks portion, same thing. It's the same optimizer, right? I just have better picks pulled in. We're going to have even more data points, minus 130 ESPN Bet, minus 135 Flip, minus 130 Bovada, and then we're going to have a bunch of different statistics to back this up as well. Another tool that I'm using every day, guys. Going to bring in that market data that I just discussed to go along with a bunch of statistics as well. They're going to hook you up 7 days completely free down below with my link. Outlier, phenomenal. Once again, I have this in sorted by implied probability. You're going to see for Dylan Guenther, we actually have a plus EV play on Prizepicks at minus 119, which is a really big deal if you're new to this. Like, that means you're just getting a phenomenal deal. It's minus 155 to vig odds on Pinnacle, minus 135 Bet Online, minus 130 DraftKings, all these different data points. And then Outlier does a great job of not only bringing in the Vegas data, right, the sportsbook data, but also the statistics for you. So if you're someone that can't quite rationalize just looking at the market, first of all, you just have to understand these markets know everything. They know the time on ice. They know the shot attempts. Like, so when I'm getting straight to the point with just saying, like, this guy's favorite on a sports book, and you're sitting there like, well, what research did you do? The sports books have millions and millions of dollars dumped into research and setting appropriate lines. They're doing way more, way quicker than you could ever do with your brand and your research. So just get over that hump if you could. If you could just please trust me. If you could just acknowledge the fact that I'm on a 35-8 run on this free content using the same process. Right, so Guenther has exceeded 2.5 shots on goal in 7 of his last 8 games versus bottom 10 defenses for shots on goal. 3.4 shots on goal per game on average, and an 88% hit rate. This is a perfect example of sports books knowing everything. So Outlier is doing a great job of bringing in the stats for us. We can do the research, but the sports books already have his line favored all the way up, right? Calgary, the team he's taking on tonight, is 29th overall in the NHL in shots on goal allowed. So they're allowing 33.2 shots on goal on average. And then we look at the statistics specifically for Dylan Guenther. He's taking 5.5 shot attempts per game, 3.4 shots on goal on average. So we need him to get 3 or more shots. He's actually kind of hovering more upwards towards 4 shots on goal per game. And he's actually hovering more towards the 6 mark as far as his shot attempts, right? So we do need them to be on net if you're new to the NHL shots on goal props, right? They can shoot it wide of the net. They have to shoot it at the goalie or past the goalie for a goal for it to count as a shot on goal. That's the prop we're taking here tonight. And the Dylan Guenther prop is just a really phenomenal prop. You can't get on Prizepicks and the better picks at the time of recording. I do have a feeling that might change. And then if we want to get really detailed, like I said, man, I just have so much data going into every one of my plays. It's very important to me. I'm just being transparent as far as like every place that I'm looking, right? And it looks like Prizepicks probably took this off the board as we're speaking about it because I have the OddsJam Sportsbook screen pulled in here, which is telling you every single possible place that you could take this prop and the best possible place you could take it. The best possible place you can take it now is on Better Picks. It looks like in real time, Prizepicks, this is locked, which tells me that Prizepicks is taking it off the board. We'll pull up the Prizepicks board again here shortly. Guaranteed they're going to take it off the board. We can get it on Better Picks, so get the Better Picks app, guys, right? And we're going to have even more data points favoring us over, like such as a Fanatics at minus 130. We have every single sports book under the sun possible that's listing this prop pulled into this sportsbook screen. And I'm just scrolling across and seeing minus 135 on Rebet, minus 130 on Party Poker, minus 130 on BWin. Every single one of these markets. And then as I already said, the smartest one, Pinnacle, continues to rip is over at minus 153. So some really good stuff. Like, that's the process that's going into every one of these plays. Maybe Guenther's still available here. I'm seeing that he might be pulled. I think he's pulled. My Prizepick screen's being slow, but this is why you're going to want the Better Picks app. If he is removed at the time of this upload and you don't see him on the Prizepicks board anymore, guys, easy solution. Just download the Better Picks app, get that $200 deposit match with my promo code and link, and then you will be able to get the play in. And you can 20x your money on a 5-pick, which you can't do on Prizepicks. So, yes, Jack Eichel under 3.5 shots on goal, going to be the second one. Let's zoom through these now that you got a little bit of a preview of my process, right? Let's get through it speedy and quick, and just be bringing up all that data that I'm kind of already discussing here, right? So the Eichel under 3.5 shots on goal, phenomenal prop. Let's go ahead and type him in to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. I've got the Prizepicks Optimizer pulled up here. You're going to see, unfortunately, he's not available on Prizepicks, so we can't take it over there. But if we type him into Betr Picks, you're going to see, once again, a ton of different data supporting the under 3.5 shots on goal. He's at minus 136 on Pinnacle, minus 140 FanDuel, minus 130 on DraftKings, minus 133 on the under on BetOnline. All these different sports books, right? And if we look at the underlying statistics on Outlier, we're going to see a bunch more really good data supporting that this is a good play. Let's go ahead and type in Jack Eichel. We're taking the under 3.5 shots on goal. And if we pull him up, you're going to see, once again, all the sports books favoring it. And then we look at the underlying data. He has failed to exceed 3.5 shots on goal in 5 of his last 6 games versus top 10 defenses for shots on goal, only averaging 2.5 shots on goal per game on average at an 83% hit rate. And that's the exact matchup he has here tonight, taking on the 6th best team as far as not allowing shots on goal. He's only taking 2.5 shots on goal, 5 shot attempts throughout this season. All right, so obviously he's a guy that shoots a little bit more because his line's set up at 3.5, right? So we'll talk about some guys line set at 2.5, 3.5, 1.5. The lines are going to fluctuate based upon the shot volume of the particular player. So Jack Eichel is a very good hockey player. Okay, we know this. We're taking him to essentially shoot 3 shots on goal tonight. That's how this works. That's how these odds are going to break down. I already talked about it at the beginning, but in a perfect world, it would just be so easy to win. You know, everyone would just be taking bets and props that are just locks every single day. That's not really how this works. Okay, the line's at 3.5, the edge is on the under. Essentially, they're saying he's going to end with 3. That's why we're taking it. We have that 0.5 edge on the under, okay? But a really good prop. The matchup, everything supports the statistics, right? Outlier, all really good stuff, okay? So love that prop here for sure. Let's continue along here. Let's keep pulling up some more plays in this ticket, and it does look like Gwenther was removed from the Prizepicks board. Shocker. So get the Betr Picks app, guys, so you can get that play. It's a really good play, man. That's why Prizepicks took it off the board. That's kind of how it works. So we got the Eichel under 3.5 shots on goal, the Gwenther over 2.5 shots on goal for our first 2. And then let's zoom through these next 3. They're all going to be overs. So Eichel's going to be our only under in this ticket. Then we have the Garland over 2.5, the Towers over 1.5, and the Paul over 1.5, right? So why do I like these plays? We'll kick things off with Garland here. And you're going to see there's just going to be a bunch of different data back in this play, right? It's important that we have as much data as possible telling us this is a good play. Let's type him in the Prizepicks. Is he available on Prizepicks for you guys tonight? He is not. He's only available on Betr Picks. So once again, play that's only going to be available on Betr, but we're looking at a 53.02% chance for this hit. He's all the way up to minus 134 on Pinnacle, minus 130 on DraftKings, minus 143 on Caesars. They're really starting to favor his over here, and we will have a bunch of underlying statistics using our handy dandy tools over at Outlier, right? Telling us that this is a good play, the over 2.5 shots on goal for Connor Garland. He's going to be a guy that's getting a lot of shot volume, minus 135 on Pinnacle. We look at his shot chart. He's got a 40% hit rate over the last 10. But if you look at the underlying stats, this is really intriguing. The guy's taking 4.9 shot attempts per game. He's reached all the way up to 8 in some of these games. So essentially, he's getting 5 shots on net, 2.3 shots on goal on average. So once again, kind of like I kind of reiterate, but the line's at 2.5. His shot volume and his conversion is leaning upwards of 2.5 to that 3 mark. Okay, so that's why the edge is on it. The market's reflecting that, right? The minus 135 on Pinnacle, the minus 132 on BetOnline, the minus 130 on DraftKings, the minus 135 on Bet365, the minus 142 on Underdog. All these different spots are favoring his over. And then our last 2, let's go ahead and speed things up here. We'll go with the Devon Towers play. Let's type him in here to Outlier. We're going to see the over 1.5 shots on goal. He's been clearing this at a pretty high rate here. And he is taking 3.6 shot attempts, 1.8 shots on goal on average. So once again, we got a guy that's getting the volume, right? Essentially getting 3 or 4 shots on net per game, converting on 2 of those. That's exactly what we need here tonight to hit this prop with the over 1.5. And lastly, the Nicholas Paul over 1.5 will be a similar story here with a bunch of different data backing the over being the play. We're looking at a 57% chance for this prop to hit. He's exceeded 1.5 shots on goal in 12 of his last 15 games on the road, averaging 2.3 shots on goal per game with that 80% hit rate. He's going to be playing on the road tonight, and once again, a guy that's taking 3.3 shot attempts, 2.3 of which are on goal. So in this case, the shot volume is not quite as high, but when he's getting the shots, they're going on net, right? So all these sportsbooks know this. All these sportsbooks are factoring this all into their odds. We're getting some really good value on an app such as a Betr, right? Because we're getting minus 121 implied odds in these slip types, okay? So if you go ahead and look it up on OddsJam, right, they're going to tell us, I'm running a 5-pick perfect play, guys. It's 5-pick perfect, 5-pick dynamic, and 6-pick dynamics are the 3 best plays that you can be playing on Betr, and you're essentially getting minus 120 odds in those slip types, right? So just keep that in mind. If we go ahead and type these guys into the OddsJam Sportsbook screen, you're going to see Jack Eichel, the under 3.5. Literally the best place you can take this is on Betr at minus 121, right? You can't get a better deal anywhere else in the entire market on Jack Eichel's under 3.5 shots on goal. So you keep hearing me talk about Betr on my content. I mean, can you take the hint, man? Look at the deal we're getting on this at the minus 121. It's really good stuff. Okay. So a quick little review of the plays that we got here. Unfortunately, the one play that we were able to get on both apps looks like it did just get pulled off the Prizepicks board in real time as I'm recording. Seems to happen frequently. That's why I'd recommend getting the Betr app. You're seeing, like, I'm sorry, Gwenther was the only one available on the Prizepicks board when I go to click the record button, and now he's gone. So essentially, if you're not locking in over on Prizepicks at 3 a.m., it seems they just, if it's a good prop, it's eventually going to get taken down. So for you Prizepicks users, I apologize, guys. I'd love to help you out with some more plays on Prizepicks. But if they're taking the props off the board, it's not my fault. I'm coming on trying to give you guys the best possible plays to help you win money. And as you can clearly see, as I'm breaking these plays down, these have really good value and they're on Betr. I'm trying to help you. Honestly, you're a fool if you don't take advantage of this deposit match. And the value we're getting, not to mention you can 20x your money in a 5-pick on this application. So I think I've done a good job of explaining, why this is beneficial, but really take advantage. Take the Paul over 1.5 shots on goal, Towels over 1.5 shots on goal, Garland over 2.5 shots on goal, Gwenther over 2.5 shots on goal, and the Eichel under 3.5 shots on goal. That's the 5-pick we're rocking with here tonight. You can run a 5-pick dynamic entry if you would like, guys. That's going to make it so that you can 10x your money, right? So if I go ahead and reuse this lineup, looks like Paul was removed, actually. So you're going to be able to get the other 4 still here, though. And then you could add on a 5th of your choosing. Maybe they have a discount. Maybe they have a promo or something going on. But that's also going to happen when you get good value. Sorry, I can't control that, right? So, yeah, Eichel under 3.5, Gwenther over 2.5, Garland over 2.5, Towels over 1.5, and the Paul over 1.5 shots on goal. All going to be phenomenal props. And it looks like the Paul got removed. I apologize. If you want to get access to all my tickets as soon as I place them, guys, hop on over in the VIP. You would have got access to this. You would have already beat that removal of Paul, and you would have already had it locked in. That's going to be linked down below. Pinned as the top comment, right? And it's only $1.66 a day. That's an absolute steal. The amount of data and the amount of money that is going into these picks, guys, I break them down in these videos. All those tools cost money. Everything costs money nowadays. So I've put it all into a package to make it very affordable at $1.66 a day. You can also get discounts on the tools using my promo code and my links down below. I'm trying to help you out as much as I can with this free content. But unfortunately, some stuff is kind of tough with the industry constantly taking props off the board, etc. And this package can really help you out with that, okay? That's all for me, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your NHL player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.